The theater smelled like butter and warm plastic, the kind of place where people come to forget who they are. I watched her laugh in the reflected glow of the screen, my wife, leaning toward him, as if gravity had finally chosen a side. Her hand rested on his knee. Casual, practiced, intimate in the way only rehearsed lies can be. 30 seats around them sat empty. I had bought every one. The lights dimmed further. The chatter died. A preview ended. Silence fell the way it always does before something irreversible. My phone vibrated once in my pocket. A message. If you want to join Thanksgiving, come wash the dishes. My daughter-in-law had shouted earlier over the phone, her voice dripping with inherited contempt. I had replied with a single word. Enjoy. The screen flickered. My heart didn't race. It slowed. I'd learned that stillness was not calm, it was control. She tilted her head, sensing something off. People always do, seconds before the floor opens. The projector hummed. The audience breathed together. Then her face appeared on the screen. Not smiling. Not posed. Caught. Her scream tore through the room like a knife dragged across glass. It was the only sound. Betrayal doesn't announce itself. It leaks. It starts as a delay in replies. A phone turned face down. A laugh that doesn't reach the eyes. A sudden obsession with privacy from the woman, who once read my thoughts before I spoke. I told myself stories. Men are good at that. We narrate our own anesthesia. Work stress. Midlife drift. The harmless thrill of attention. Then came the receipts. Movie tickets charged twice. Late-night ride shares. A calendar entry labeled Pilates that always fell on my longest meetings. I didn't confront her. Confrontation is for people who still want answers. I wanted certainty. At night, she slept easily. Her breathing steady, a body untroubled by guilt. I lay awake beside her, cataloging the weight of years. The architecture of trust, the places where rot begins. I remembered how she used to look at me, like I was a future she'd chosen. Now she looked through me, scanning for exits. Denial tried to save me. It failed quietly. The first time I followed her, my hands didn't shake. I parked across the street from the cafe and watched her meet him. No hesitation, no fear. The kiss was brief. Efficient, like a transaction. That hurt more than passion would have. Love betrays. Efficiency erases. I became careful. Careful men live longer. I cloned her phone. Pulled records. Screenshots bloomed like bruises. Messages stripped of romance. Full of logistics, hotels, showtimes, lies compressed into emojis. I smiled at dinner. Asked about her day. Poured wine. Let her talk. Every word she spoke was a brick she placed herself inside. At the same time, another voice kept buzzing in my life. My daughter-in-law. Entitled, sharp, a woman who mistook proximity to wealth for ownership of it. She mocked my absence. Measured my value by what I provided. When I declined a holiday, she barked orders like I was hired help. So I gave her a picture. A villa in Switzerland. Glass walls. Snow like untouched paper. A life she thought she could shame me into sharing. My phone rang 71 times that night. Greed is louder than love. Back in my own house, I rehearsed nothing. I didn't need to. The plan assembled itself, clean and elegant. No violence. No raised voices. Just light. Sound. Truth enlarged to an inescapable scale. I bought tickets. Not 2, not 10, 30. I scheduled the special feature. A private screening before the main film. I slept perfectly the night before. When the footage began, she didn't recognize herself at first. That's the mercy of shock. It delays recognition. Then the angles changed. Dates appeared. Times. Her voice recorded without romance. Negotiating secrecy like a contract. Her lover shrank into his seat. He didn't look at her. Men like that never do when the mirror appears. She stood up. Hands to her mouth. A child caught stealing, still hoping for a parent's forgiveness. I stayed seated. The screen showed her leaving our house, kissing him in the car, laughing about me, about my absence, my patience. She turned, scanning the empty seats, finally understanding the geometry of the trap. 30 silent witnesses she couldn't plead with. Her eyes found me. I nodded. That was all. I didn't speak. I didn't have to. Security escorted them out. The manager apologized. I tipped him generously. Control is often mistaken for kindness. Outside, she sobbed. The sound was ugly. Animal. The kind that begs the universe for an undo button. Please, she said. I looked at her like I'd look at a stranger asking for directions. I already knew, I said quietly. I just wanted you to see it. Her lover fled. Cowards always do once the performance ends. At home, I packed nothing. I left everything. Possessions are anchors. I prefer motion. Before blocking her number, I sent one message. The house is sold. The account is closed. The screen was the goodbye. Then I remembered my daughter-in-law. I sent her the Swiss villa photo again, this time with a caption. This is what dishes look like when you wash them yourself. She didn't call back. Vindication isn't loud. It doesn't celebrate. It settles. I don't hate her. Hate requires intimacy. I outgrew that theater. I outgrew the seats, the screams, the need to be understood. What remains is clarity, and frozen things don't bleed. People reveal themselves when they think no one is watching. The trick is to watch without blinking, and to choose the moment they cannot escape their reflection. I walked away without turning back. Some endings don't burn, they freeze,